This reporter started high, took a little bit of a dip last week, and ended on one hell of a high note. You know, in a show like this, the main characters generally don't die, but this was done so well that for a few seconds I actually thought they were gonna go down a Game of Thrones kind of route and actually kill off the main characters. Super glad they didn't because I am really loving Bill. I feel like she really peaked this episode. I know that the last episode I was really critical of her and said that she only did that idiotic thing to drive the plot forward. But this episode was such a strong episode that actually redeemed last episode in my opinion. I feel like finally this season has kind of taken off, which is kind of late because it's the 8th episode, but it has had some good episodes, but mostly it's been kind of subpar. Like, this episode was a good episode, Extremis was a great episode, Oxygen was a really good episode. Another worry that I had last episode was Nardo. Thankfully he's okay and brilliant as ever. I love his sort of back and forth with Bill. They honestly truly feel like the Doctor's companions now. I mean, till now it just didn't feel right. But now it's like they reference what happened in the past. They reference what they did, and it works. You know, it's actually kind of funny and ironic that they asked Missy to help with the monks and the way they are fooling the entire world to believe that they existed before they actually existed, which is kind of what the Master did with, Saxon, with the Archangel and stuff. And you know that whole line that Missy says, I've had adventures too, my whole life doesn't revolve around you. That kind of seemed like a really good plotline for a Missy spinoff, which, if you ask me, I don't hate. I mean, I don't know what it would be called, like Missy What or like Master What. That would be pretty fun. I'd watch that. But let's be honest, I'd watch pretty much any Doctor Who spinoff. Actually, that's not true. I never saw the Sarah Jane Adventures. But Torchwood and Class, which seems to be getting cancelled. Why? I mean, that had the most open-ended season 1 finale, and I need some fucking answers, so do something. BBC, Patrick Ness, someone, back to Missy. And I don't know if this is a bad thing, but I kinda can't help but agree with this sort of diluted version of Missy. Hell, I kinda agreed with the Doctor when he said that people need to be stopped for their own good. I mean, I know he was acting and all that thing, but there is kind of a truth to that statement. But then you get back to what Bill said, because on one hand, it's easy to give up and let yourself just have the illusion of free will and not actually have free will. But then when can you know that you actually have free will? Because the people who have the illusion of free will and don't know that they're being controlled by some greater power are happy. But then we get back to the Extremis episode when you thought you had free will, but the second you find out that you are being controlled by some greater power, you can't handle that life anymore and, kill yourself eventually, possibly. But it really makes you think that is the illusion of free will enough to sustain you, or do you want to have actual free will? Do you fight back and not give in? Because you saw that the lady who knew that the monks were there for only a few months, and Bill, who actually knew the truth, they all fought back. I think that's our nature as humans, that we will fight back if something tries to control us. If we even have the little bit of doubt that something is controlling us or something isn't wrong, our curiosity and our stubbornness, in most part, will drive us to find the truth and fight back. Honestly, I don't know what I would personally do in a situation like this. I like to think that I would fight back, but maybe if like the fight was too long, maybe it was like for generations, maybe you just give up in the end, like there was no way to win. Although there always is a way to win. There's one thing Dr. is trying to tell us, that there's always another way. There's always a way to win. Although sometimes sacrifices cannot be avoided, which in those kind of cases, kinda gotta let it happen. Like when Bill thought that she was actually gonna die doing that, which when you think about it was a very River Song kind of move. River Song is probably like the height of badassery, so the fact that Bill tied Doctor up like the River did in the library and connected herself to something that would probably kill her the same way River did, it was a very badass move and made me like Bill even more because I really like her. As much as I said that I kind of like the good-ish version of Missy, I kind of don't want her to become good. Because imagine if she became good and teamed up with the Doctor. Like, nobody would stand a chance. But we need the Master. We need the Doctor to have like an arch enemy or something. Someone who is as smart as he is. I mean, she could be playing the long game and just trying to fool the Doctor so she can get out and plot against him, because that would be such a Missy move. But even if she does become good or stays bad and starts plotting, any amount of Missy makes me happy, whether she's good or bad, because Michelle Gomez is pretty brilliant. I love her. I feel like I've said that before, but I really, really do love Michelle Gomez. She is a fantastic actress. She gives a great Missy. And if you have seen her in any sort of interviews and stuff, she is hilarious. That's about all there is to say about this episode. All in all, it was a great episode. Next episode, we get the Ice Warriors, which I am super excited about. I find them so fascinating. I find a lot of things fascinating. I'm a very fascinated person. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what you thought of the episode, and tell me, what would you do if you were in Bill's situation? Would you let the fake memories take over, or would you fight back in the brilliant way that she did? If you want to see more videos, you can always subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!